Alright. We kill Sensor. Ooh. Sensor with the cap. Alright. Alright, Dito's top fire. Alright. Alright, Dito. Oh! Two-piece. He's got the two-piece and they got another cap. Dito! Oh my God! Dito! What's up, guys? It's Hitch here, and thanks for tuning in to UMG Weekly, the weekly series where we talk about news that happened that week. And obviously, our big story of the week is the US Championship qualifiers. So the regional qualifiers was a 16-team tournament held in Full Sail University in Florida, and the top 8 teams from that tournament goes on to qualify for COD Championships. So a bunch of people thought that it would be awesome to fill out some brackets and kind of do like a March Madness kind of thing. But needless to say, not a single person got the bracket right because there were so many upsets starting in the first round. So the obvious ones are that both Curse teams and the Just Us team didn't qualify for COD Champs as well, as well as the other 5. But it's just heart-wrenching to see some of these teams practice so hard for the biggest tournament and fall short by like one map. So my thoughts go out to those teams. I hope to see them band together in the near future and carry on. They are missing a huge tournament, but there are so many other tournaments to look forward to. So on the positive side of things, the 2 teams that shocked pretty much everyone were Rise and Strictly Business. Now Rise, the team that qualified under the team name Living the Dream, was just a pickup squad basically. Now it was a pickup squad, but it wasn't a pickup squad of bad players. I just want to put that out there. And I don't know, I think they're going to surprise some people. If they take this momentum that they've gotten from this tournament and build off of that, they've already proven that they're a solid LAN team, and we could see some big things from Living the Dream. The other team that did amazing, of course, was SB, or Strictly Business. So we're going to go ahead and make all 4 players from Strictly Business our Scuff Gaming Players of the Week. I mean, Dito, Sensor, Apathy, and Saints, they all went off this tournament. They all played spectacular. I mean, as you saw as the goofy little intro in the beginning, Dito knows how to drop bombs, and so does Apathy. Apathy was not missing, and I mean, they really all are. Saints is one of the most consistent players, and Sensor is such a strong leader. It's just a solid squad that is really starting to come together. So congratulations to SB for winning the US qualifiers and showing that it is possible to beat Complexity on LAN. So now we have the 8 teams from the US qualifier, the 16 teams from the EU qualifier, and other teams throughout the world that are ready for COD Champs. And I, for one, am getting super excited. I remember last year there were 13 streams, it felt like. There were always games going on. You were always able to see competition, and there was so much hype for the event, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if you want to see what 8 teams qualified and a little bit more about MLG Full Sails, I'll put some links in the description for you and you can check it out there. Some more news that happened over the week was that UGC Events, which is not to be confused with UGC Niagara, 2 totally different companies with pretty much the same name. Anyway, UGC Events announced that they will be hosting an in-house LAN with about 7 teams. And it was originally meant to be more practice for COD Champs for the teams that they thought would qualify. And those teams include Just Us, Curse NY, Curse LV, TK, and Complexity. And the crazy thing about this is that only 2 of those teams actually did qualify for COD Champs, but they're still all going to participate, and hopefully we'll get some good viewership out of it. So yeah, if you want to know more about the UGC Events Road to COD Champs in-house LAN that will be held, you can check out the links in the description, and we'll see where we go from there. Another awesome thing that happened was last night, us at UMG actually worked together with EA to throw a Titanfall launch party. There was streaming, there was video gaming, there was a bunch of fun, and if you want to know more about it, you can check out the links in the description, and it was just an awesome time. And for our random news segment of the week, EnVyUs actually uploaded another video in their House of EnVyUs series. And if you never checked out this House of Envy series, it's a super awesome idea. It's more of a documentation of what it's like to be at the House of Envy. They talk a little bit about the regional qualifier, a little bit about COD Champs, and Hastro is super hilarious in the video. I really recommend you go check it out. And with all the commotion of the US qualifiers, I think some people overlooked the Saturday Spotlight that we uploaded this past weekend. I had a chance to sit down with Formal from TK, and we talked a little bit about Halo and Call of Duty and his transitions and being able to be in both communities and also place pro in both games. It was a really cool opportunity, and I might be a little bit biased, but I think it was a pretty good interview. So if you want to check that out, links will also be in the description. And without further ado, that brings us to the question of the week, which is, who is your favorite team and who do you want to win COD Champs? And also, what should your team work on in order to get a little bit better? Like, do they have a game type that they're a little weak at? Do they have a player that needs to be a bit more consistent? Like, what are the weaknesses that they need to improve on in order to possibly win champs? Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of UMG Weekly. I've had so much support and I really appreciate it. And if you want to know more about the stories that I covered, links will be in the description of those. And if you have any constructive criticism or critiques for me, just at me on Twitter or put them in the comments and I'll tweak some things for next week's episode. And as always, my name is Hitch. This has been this week's episode of UMG Weekly, and we'll see you next time. Alright guys, peace. Because apathy, Dido, Saints. Censor, of course. Alright.